Hello, everybody. Oh, it's so weird doing it from my computer, but hello. I am so excited to see everyone. So, this is a little bit different. Normally, you don't see me like ever from this angle, but I figured I would do something a little bit out of the ordinary today. So, as you guys hop on, you'll see the little red, oh, it's backwards. You'll see the live button like right there. So, as you guys hop on, if you see that little red live button, let me know in the comments where you're turning in from. Tonight's going to be a little bit different because after yesterday, I don't want to say I had a come to Jesus meeting, but on Tuesdays I meet with one of my best friends in business, and we talk about everything under the sun, really. We talk about our kids, we talk about the business, we talk about our husbands, we talk about all of the things. So if you guys have somebody like that where you meet like once a week and you have a good talk about everything, let me know in the chat. I absolutely love her. And I love when we get to meet with one another because it really grounds me in, it either validates me or it tells me you're being ridiculous, which is really, really good for me, kind of like a gut check or a heart check in sometimes. And so today, I guess it was kind of a both, like a heart and a head kind of check for me. And it was really, it was what I needed. It was what my soul needed. So, I am going to actually go over some stuff that I, found helpful today, especially in my personal development. So let me know in the chat what kind of podcasts are you listening to. I'd love to know your favorite podcast, or maybe you're listening to a book on Audible. I would love to know what you're reading. I have Audible, and then I tend to buy a lot of books. I mean, like, I probably have 15 books within my grasp right now, or within my range right now, that are personal development books. I just got another one today, Atomic Habits. But I asked our team today, I said, every time that you read a book or you listen to a podcast or you do any of these things, you have stuff to give, right? You have information to give someone. And it's funny because once you get out of high school or once you get out of college, when was the last time you picked up a book that was a non-fiction book? Good question. A lot of people are probably like, it was, like 25 years ago. But honestly, when was the last time you picked up a book and actually read it cover to cover, and it was a nonfiction book, one that you weren't required to read, one that you actually wanted to read? And so, so many people don't read once they get out of high school or college, once they're not required to do so. So if you're not expanding your brain and you're just staying the same, it's like that saying, if you're not living, you're dying, right? If you're not expanding or growing, you're dying. And so, that's one thing that I absolutely do not want to do. I don't want to shrivel up and die. Okay. So one of the things that we always talk about on our team is to do personal development, whether that be a podcast or listening to a book on Audible or watching a YouTube video or reading a physical book. Do something. Even if it's just 10 pages, or maybe you're reading for 10 or 20 minutes, or maybe you just read until you get an aha moment, and you get that aha moment and you're like, oh my gosh, that was earth-shattering. Don't keep reading. Like, pick apart what was earth-shattering about that. Pick apart the wow, that really rocked me to my core. What was it that rocked you? Why did it rock you? What can you build on that? And so, yesterday after my live, I was trying to figure out exactly how to explain what I've been feeling the last few days in this this weird space I'm in. And today I was actually listening to a podcast, and he said it perfectly. He said, "Do you feel like you're juggling bowling balls?" And I was like, what? Say that one more time. He asked, do you feel like you're juggling bowling balls? And to me, that's what the last few weeks and even maybe the last month has felt like. I was juggling bowling balls. And he said that, and I was like, holy cow, that spoke to my heart, that spoke to my soul, because I thought, holy smokes, yes, I feel exactly like that. Like, the bowling balls are about to crash, you know? And I loved the way he broke it down. So I'm going to actually give you 5 steps that I think are going to be valuable to anybody that feels like they're juggling bowling balls right now, especially if they are entrepreneurs of any sort, especially in network marketing or anything like that. So the first step is going to be add value. So the adding value is you. I want you to add value by being you. Give them more of you, whether that be your family, whether that be your team, whether that be your downline, your promoters, that be your customers, whatever it is, the people that are watching you and are around you. I want you to give them more of you. So let them know more about you, who you are, what you do, what you know, and that's part of, if you're growing every single day, if you're doing your personal development every single day, you're not the same person today that you were yesterday, or that you were the day before, or the day before that. You're growing every single day. So a lot of people, when they get into network marketing and they start to do personal development, they notice that their friends change, or that the friends they've had since elementary school aren't the same friends they have as they move through adulthood. And it's because sometimes we outgrow them, right? And that's okay. That means you're growing. And so adding value means to just add more of you. Step 2 is to get clear. Now, this is the hard part for a lot of people, me included. I have a really hard time visioning, like a big vision, right? So for me, trying to see, what my life is going to be like in 5 or 10 or 20 years, it's not easy for me. And so getting clear means, what exactly is it that you want? And I'm not talking about what your spouse wants, or what your kids wants, or what your parents want for you, or anything like that. This is specifically, what do you want? So when you get down to specifics, especially if you're joining someone in a business, a lot of times they're joining because they need to make money, right? But if your goal is, I need to make money, that's not clear. That's very fuzzy. Okay, fine. I know you want to make money, but how much money do you need to be making? How much do you need to be making weekly? How much do you need to be making monthly? Is this like a 911, I need to make it right now? Or is this we're going to go a little bit slower, and we're going to figure things out, and we're going to make that amount by 6 months from now, or a year from now? Be very specific. I trained my team today on this, and if money isn't what you're going for, great. If, say, your goal is to be able to go on more vacations with your family, what do those vacations look like? Where do you want to go? When do you want to go? What time of year? do you want to go? You know, call the travel agent, figure out how much it's going to cost, figure out what excursions you want to go to. Are you, if you're going to go to Hawaii, are you going to go whale watching? Are you going to go snorkeling? Are you going to go scuba diving? Are you going to go climb a mountain? Figure out what you're going to do. Figure out how much money it's going to take. Figure out how long it's going to take you to save that amount of money. Figure out all the little details, because the clearer you are on that goal, or the clearer you are on whatever it is that you want, the more you're going to go after it, right? If you can be so crystal clear on where you're going, it's going to be really hard to sidetrack you. It's going to be really hard to get you off of that goal, because you can see it so crystal clear. Okay? So step number 2 is get clear. Step number 3 is Google. I know it sounds so funny, but Google whatever it is. Maybe you want to start a business and you don't know how. Google how to start a business. Google how to market and sell your item. Google, maybe you've never done any kind of like affirmations, or maybe you've never done any kind of meditating, or maybe you want to start a workout program and you don't know how, and maybe you don't have the money to go to a gym. Google workout programs, right? Figure out what it is that you want and pinpoint it. Step number 4 is this is like what can be misunderstood will be misunderstood, but copy and steal. I don't mean plagiarize. I don't mean physically steal something so you can go to jail. No. What I mean is follow the people that are doing what you want to do. If you want to be an esthetician, right? Follow the estheticians that are doing freaking amazing, that are just killing it at facials and whatever other things that estheticians do, right? Like, if you want to be a crazy chef and like work with Gordon Ramsay, then you're going to follow Gordon Ramsay. You're going to follow other big time chefs, right? You're not going to go to McDonald's and watch whoever's doing the hamburgers. Does that make sense? Like, I want you to emulate the people that you look up to, the people that you want to switch bank accounts with. And I don't just mean copy them because they're talking about what they're doing. No, I want you to copy them because they're actually doing the thing, right? And then the last thing, step 5, is to network. So here's the funny thing that COVID has done is that we're not getting together as much, right? We're not in person as much. We're not coming together and meeting as a group as much, right? And that has made even me, including me, it's made it difficult when you do finally get into person to act like a normal human. And like anybody else, like when you get around a group of people, you're like, oh, it's a little bit different, right? But networking right now looks a little bit different, and it could be to your benefit. Like, I'm a total introvert. I know some of you guys don't think so, but I am a total introvert. Like, if I could just stay on the couch all day long and not have to talk to people, hi, welcome to my happy place. So, networking right now is really kind of nice because you can go into groups if you want to be on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or wherever you want to be. You can do it on YouTube, whatever you want. You can go into different groups or into these different scenarios, these different places, these different platforms where you're talking to people, and you can connect with them. If somebody asks a question and you know the answer, answer the question, right? Like, don't be afraid to insert your knowledge into somebody else's life, because you never know when you insert that knowledge what that's going to bring to that person, or the connection that you may or may not make with that person, right? And it's kind of like just being yourself and saying hi, right? Like if we were in person and somebody came up to you and said, "Hi, my name is Jenny," are you not gonna shake the hand? Awesome. Okay, cool. I mean, like knuckles or elbows, or I don't know, what are you gonna do? So when it comes down to networking, shake the person's hand, so to speak. You don't even need hand sanitizer when you're online. Like, it's super easy, right? Show up, be authentic, shake their hand, say hello, answer the questions, and seek out the people that you actually want to get to know, right? So, like, maybe there is this expert in something that you're like, wow, I would love to pick their brain. Or, oh my gosh, if I could just get a little bit closer to this person. Guess what? Online, you can have those kind of conversations with people. You can insert yourself into a conversation. You can insert yourself into a position where you might not have ever had the option in which to do it in real life, right? So if you have somebody that maybe you would love to learn from them, or maybe you would love to work with them, or maybe you would love for them to take your product and you think it would be really beneficial to them, reach out, network with them, figure out what it is that their pain point, so to speak, figure out what they're needing or what they're lacking, and help fill that void. Help just get in and say hi and be like, hey, I can be of service to you by this. And network with people and build your network, and you will be surprised what happens. But those are my 5 top tips. But when the guy said today, do you feel like you're juggling bowling balls? I just thought, holy cow, that's what I've been feeling. And he simply said, plan out every single day. Plan out your day. Oh, I have hiccups. Because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's just, how well do we use it? How well do we utilize every single minute? And I thought the last few weeks, I've not been utilizing my day. My day has been literally running me over. The bowling balls are falling. And I'm ready to be juggling the tennis balls, like I'm ready to be juggling tennis balls and no more bowling balls. Anyway, so that's what I've got for you guys tonight. And then y'all want some tea? I don't even know where my tea is, but our company released, and you can get it for another 2 hours, but they released the new, see this? Oh, this way. Here we go. The new Ruby, it's so weird that it's backwards. The new Ruby Rush. This one is the black label, but it is a very clean, very smooth taste to it, and it does not turn your water black anymore. It literally just, it's pretty much like, it almost makes it foggy, I think. It doesn't really even have a color to it. This one is a grapefruit flavor, like a ruby red grapefruit flavor. It helps with fat loss, muscle preservation, skin, sleep, mood, energy, digestion, appetite control, all the things that the old formula of this used to, but now it has a special additive to it, enzyme, or I don't even know what they call it, but it helps with your cellular breakdown. So it's going to help keep you young, it's going to help keep you healthier, all of those things. So this one is available if you grab it before midnight Central. So like I said, you have 2 more hours to snag it. If you do that before midnight Central, you get, oh no, I lost you. You get a Zoom call with one of our doctors, one of the keto doctors, and he'll be able to explain things. I think he's even going to do a Q&A, which will be really awesome because he's amazing. So if you grab this in the next 2 hours, you get access to that. We also still have the keto cream, the pumpkin spice keto cream available. If you buy 2 or more boxes, you get $40 off. This is great for hair, skin, nails, joints, all those things. It's got 4 types of collagen and 3 types of MCT oil in it. Plus, it's pumpkin spice, y'all. It's so yummy. A lot of people ask, I don't like coffee. Can I do something else with it? Yes. So you can put it in coffee. You can put it in tea. You can put it in almond milk if you just want to drink it in almond milk. You can bake with it. You can make fat bombs with it. I mean, you can literally do anything with this. So that's an option for you as well. And then we also have the Turkey Trot Bundle. It's a 24-hour fast, a reboot, which is our 60-hour supported fast, and then also the 10-day challenge. If you grab all 3 of those, it's huge discount. And then if you get 4 of those, you get 2 free. So all of those things are happening right now. So if you guys want to snag those, it's in your back office. If you do not have an account, you can message me directly for the information. Like I said, we have less than 2 hours to snag those discounts and get access to Dr. Lowry's Zoom call. So that's all the tea I have, I think. That's all the tea I have. Anyway, so I hope you all had an amazing night. Happy Tuesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.